BYU X's and O's is brought to you by Young Chevrolet.
Well, Coach, in the 2011 Armed Forces Bowl, the play folks remember is Red Alert or the Riley Nelson to Cody Hoffman touchdown to end the game. But within that game was a defensive performance that was truly a standout effort. Kyle Van Noy made 10 tackles, 9 of them solo, 5 of them for loss.
Competitive greatness is being at your best when your best is needed, and he prepares really strictly and diligently in terms of his knowledge of the game. And he finds himself and puts himself, because of that preparation, in the exact right place at the right time more frequently than many other players. Then there actually became a shift a little bit in calls made. Rarely does it feature a player. My job as a play caller is to try to add emphasis to that type of performance by giving him even more opportunities, so that's where it went.
Kyle's made some plays doing this as a slant technique. So we worked on slants this week a lot because it's one of those things we have to get better at. And so if I'm a tight end and Jeremiah right here is running a slant and the ball's inside this way to my right, Jeremiah's left, when I teach slant, I'm teaching them to make it look like they're in coverage or making it look like they're playing just head up on the tight end. They can choose either way. But when the ball is snapped, what we're doing is we're taking all of our weight and we're pushing off with our outside foot and lead stepping aggressively into the C gap. So if the ball is snapped and this tackle or this tight end goes to block out on Jeremiah, he is now slanting aggressively in the C gap, which now is making this guy guess on what he has to do basically. So the tight end is initially thinking he has to come out here to block Jeremiah, but he's now slanting in the C gap where now he has to catch up and it's too late. This guy's slanted aggressively, he's gonna go make a play in the backfield.
Now Tulsa's threatening to go up, make it a 2-score game here, driving in, facing a 2nd and 7 from your 11.
Tulsa had a great perimeter game, not only in screens, but in terms of fly sweep. The width of the back was some determinant. The depth of the open number 2 to the boundary was some determinant, meaning if he was deeper, that usually meant action this way. And so Kyle happened to be called into the front on this, meaning he's aligned like he's in coverage, but he's actually being sent in terms of pressure. So as you see that, and now you keep your eyes on where Kyle is here comes the motion, there is a lead blocker. Very few people, and fundamentally wise, it's not sound to go underneath the block unless you can absolutely make the play. It's increased risk. Really good football players know when to go under the block and take the unsound fundamental method and make football plays. If they don't make that play, they don't play and they aren't trusted. When they do go under, they become instinctual, really good players, and are given even more freedom.
So the very next play now becomes a 3rd and 13.
If you keep your eyes on where Kyle is and what he'll do here, he has the freedom basically to be and position himself wherever the protection might dictate. In this particular case, when the running back is here, protection was usually sliding actually to the back, not away from the back. So what you'll find here is the opening by where he's going is projected to be by his preparation over here. So he's moving not by assignment, he's moving by preparation to where he thinks the opening will be in the protection. There's this protection sliding to the running back. His preparation and study of film puts him in the exact right position, and he has a chance to trigger before the quarterback sees it, and we get pressure with 4 before a route can really develop. But where he chose to rush from, you see him move himself opposite the running back. That wasn't instructed by the coaches. That was him going to where he believed on that play the protection would be vulnerable.